So here we have the Strange C-clip eliminator hybrid axle package. We got your basic 3-piece bearing, retainer piece, oil seal on each side, and we got your wedding ring. Guess we're about to figure out why they call it a wedding ring. And then we also have our press piece that's going to slide in on the axle and put pressure directly on the inner race of the bearing and onto the wedding ring after that. This is the support piece that's going to be against the press surface stage, and this is the piece that's going to go behind the axle flange and press from the press. Here we have a 10,000 pound press that we're about to use. And the only thing we got to do is make sure we've put these together in order. So this piece is going to go first. It's got the seal around this shoulder here. Right there. We have a nicely machined pre-shoulder here that gets your bearings aligned before they get pressed on. And we also have to apply some RTV silicone around the outer part of this outer race of this bearing so that it seals onto this housing piece. So we're going to go ahead and start putting it together, put on our silicone, and then get it set up in the press. Alright, we got our 1/8 inch bead of RTV silicone around the outer race of the bearing. Ready to go on here, and we're going to get it ready, and we're also going to pre-lube the pressing surface just with a little bit of fine oil, or WD-40 or something like that. And then we're going to get it going. Now we're ready to put it together. What you don't want to do is forget anything, so we definitely have the first piece on with the seal. This guy on. He's on that alignment shoulder. Alright, goes down, ready to the press surface. We're going to take our stainless steel press shim. Goes right in there. Just gets inside of that seal, so you got to be careful of that seal right there. So there's a lot of ways to get this messed up, which is maybe why people say they leak sometimes. Because you got 3 seals. You got the RTV and you got those 2 seals. You got to be careful of those 2 and press like the living daylights out of it without damaging anything. So then we got our other piece. That's going to go right against the stage. Alright, we set it on in place here on the stage of the press. Got our other piece. That down. The center. It's just kind of what we had laying around. Put a plate on top. Let's try it. Alright, now it's in the press. We're going to start applying some force to it. There it goes.
Always good to do that little bit of back off on that.
Okay.
Kind of re-center itself, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, like there. Oh yeah. Readjust. It's going on pretty good. Like you're doing it's going pretty smoothly, huh? You're like grabbing about a foot of that torque arm up there. I guess it's getting tougher. or is it gets more contact area?
Not really.
No?
Not really.
Okay. Up there. Let me release it a little bit. Should I really lift it up a little? So
Yes, I can wiggle.
Okay.
Okay. Did you move it?
Nope.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Done?
Not done, but you make sure that those two are together.
Oh, it's probably okay because this guy's on the shoulder. So yeah, feel it. It might be done. If it's hard, it's done.
It's done.
Okay. All right, it's done. Now what should happen is these two guys. This guy should just slide down.
Yep.
Onto that guy. I guess what we should do is put some bolts in it. And keep that.
We're gonna mess with the wedding ring next.
Yep. Now that the bearing is pushed on, we'll slide back our press sleeves. And luckily, no deformation. This guy slid right back off. Everything looks good. Now we're ready for the wedding ring. We went ahead and snugged up. We put some bolts in here to make sure that this RTV silicone seal stays in contact. And we're going to leave those snugged up until we put it on the car. I guess that's another big potential for it to leak. If when we do that, we nudge it. So we'll have to just be careful there. But two-step process. We can't just put it right on the car right away. So that's what we're going to have to do. Now we're ready for here's the wedding ring right there. It's our press piece, and we're going to push that on, and we're going to also pre-lube a little bit of grease here on the surface for the oil seal. And I'm just going to make sure that gets inserted nice and smoothly. All right, here we go for the wedding ring.
Oh, that's going easy. That's going too easy.
All right. Okay, so far so good, huh?
Let's let it set.
Good.
It didn't move much, did it?
Just a little bit.
See, it's what it did that time. It's quartered back towards it.
Doing pretty good, huh?
You want to look and see if that steel's lined up? Or is it got hang of that far?
Still got another 1/4 inch.
Okay.
All right, now what I want to do is, as it gets close to the seal, I'm going to rotate that part, and we'll finish it up here. So it's going on pretty smoothly. All right, so the wedding ring is on there, and we were spinning the seal as it went into the seal, so to make sure it went on properly. It looks pretty good. So all 3 seal points are done all right, and we should be pretty good. But so you can see, if you don't have a proper press and a skilled machinist, then I would recommend getting it done professionally, because I think there's a lot of ways to mess this up. So fingers crossed we did it right. We're going to do the other one just like it, and we will be good to go.